This month's prep is pest control and an SHTF. And I think the one thing that is not thought about when planning for an SHTF situation is living without air conditioning. That's very important to us down here in Florida. And if suddenly we were to be without power for an extended period of time, and I've done that for about a week and a half after a hurricane, well, then all the windows have to come open. And you are going to be, at the mercy of everything that flies and crawls outside coming inside. And if you haven't been watching your screens, paying attention to your screens, and most of us don't, I know I don't because they never get used, but the screens in your windows might not be in the best repair. In an SHTF situation, repair of your screens is going to be an ongoing thing, and that's why it's important to stock up on the supplies now. So, taking my own advice, what I've done is I've gotten together some screen material. Now, I live in a double wide mobile home, and I've done a survey of the screens for our house, and they're all made of that fiberglass insect screening that you see here. I don't think that's the best stuff. I think the best stuff would be going back to this aluminum, like the old time aluminum screening. But to be real honest with you, looking at my screened frames, I'm not sure they're stout enough to handle the weight and the inflexibility of the aluminum. So I've stocked up on more of the stuff that's in there, which is this fiberglass screening. But I'm also buying some aluminum screen because I don't know what else I may want to end up screening. I may end up turning some of our sheds into livable areas at some point in an SHTF, and in which case I'll want to put some more windows in and screen them. I don't know. But going back to the windows that are already in the house, you also want to stock up on some more spline, and there's different sizes, so you need to make sure you have the right size spline for your windows. And a spline tool. That's a tool you use for driving it back in there. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just go look at your windows. And then they have these little repair kits, which I think makes a lot of sense. I may buy another one of these. And they're just little pieces of fiberglass screen with adhesive on them. And a lot of your holes can be fixed that way. And it's real important to know the condition of your screens. And in an SHTF situation, you want to have the supplies to be able to repair them. Another thing that you might want to stock up on, and I don't know how much you would want to stock up on because I don't know the shelf life. I can't find a shelf life for this stuff. But is these rib and fly catchers. These things work great. I use them in the chicken coop. Matter of fact, I've got friends that have them hanging. They have very high vaulted ceilings, and they have one up in the ceiling of their living room, and people don't even notice it. I think it's pretty smart. Some people would be bothered by that. I think it makes a lot of sense. Another thing to consider having for a SHTF would be mosquito netting. Mosquito netting for the bed, and they even make mosquito netting just for your head. Now, you can find this stuff here at Walmart, and they're cheap little head nets for no-see-ums and mosquitoes, but they work. Now, these are the kind you can find in a surplus store. These are military issue, and they were actually made to go on the helmet, and they work great. They work great. I don't know how tactical they are, but they work great. I tell you what, when I was in Australia, these things came in handy because the bugs there were something. But like I said, they're not very tactical. But you can buy this, mosquito net, and it's very decorative, and it's probably not real super strong. But hey, in an SHTF situation where you've got to open your doors and windows because of the heat in the summer, that might be a nice thing to have at night to keep the bugs from biting. I also have mosquito netting for cots. I have a few military cots, and these are the nets that are made to go over them. That'd be a great situation if you're sleeping out at night. And this is getting off the subject, but frankly, I think a lot of us will be sleeping out at night. I think about what I have here to protect my chickens, some of my supplies and my outbuildings, and I think there'll be quite a few nights where I might be sleeping out as a guard. So that's something to consider. having a mosquito net even outside the house.